Yes, we will.
In the show.
Yes, we will.
Securing the 7th seed means the Lakers will face the Spurs in the first round of the playoffs. Both teams had to deal with injuries this season to key players. But Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili are expected to play, while the Lakers have lost their superstar in Kobe Bryant. But you never know. So who wins this series? Spurs or Lakers? Skip Bayless. Speak from your heart.
Stephen A. Smith, it pains me to have to be so honest about this because I still dearly love my San Antonio Spurs. But I cannot tell a lie. The Los Angeles Lakers are about to eliminate my Spurs in 6 games. They're about to put my Spurs out of their late season misery. Because, Stephen A., I've been watching this game called the NBA even longer than you have. In all my years, I have never seen a team so good, a team that I thought just a few weeks back was not just a good team, but the best team in the NBA, even a little better than the Miami Heat, who I picked to win it all, as have you. I've never seen a team like this collapse so badly down the stretch. And I'm talking about a long stretch here. I'm talking about 10-10 in the Spurs' last 20 games. I'm talking about 3-7 in their last 10 games. I have watched every game, Stephen A., virtually start to finish, looking for one sign of life from my Spurs, one sign of how they were 2 months ago. I haven't seen one sign, Stephen A. They have lost it on both ends. Offensive breakdowns that degenerate into Tim Duncan stuck at the shot clock, trying to bail him out with some crazy fall away from the free throw line, and especially collapsed on defense, which once was their calling card, which they do not play anymore. Case in point, last night, Ginobili, as Kerry points out, did attempt to go for the first time in quite a while off his torn hamstring. He lasted 12 minutes. I have no idea what he's going to be worth to them going forward into this first-round playoff series. But he did try to play. They all tried to play because they tried to win the last game just to feel a little better about themselves. And Stephen A. Smith, they got blown off their home floor by the Timberwolves. The score in the second half was Minnesota 52, Spurs 34 in San Antonio. In this collapse, they have lost on their home floor to Portland, which just finished the season with 13 straight losses. They lost to Portland at home by 30, and they gave up 46 points in the fourth quarter. Think about that. They went to Minnesota during this collapse and lost by 24 to the Timberwolves, Stephen A. Good teams don't do this. I'm sorry. I cannot tell a lie. I see nothing here. I see pathetic. I see that Dwight and Gasol are going to be too much for an aging Tim Duncan, as great as he's played of late, and Tiago Splitter, just too much for them to handle. Tony Parker is hobbled and can't get to the rim, and God bless him, he really won't be able to get to the rim now that Dwight has figured out how to be the defensive player of the year again. So will Popovich go hack a Howard the way Houston should have late last night? He'll try to do that desperately, but I'm sorry. I got Lakers in 6 games.
Wow.
So it's official. You're jumping off the Spurs bandwagon.
I did
is that
about
correct?
3 weeks ago because I'm telling you what my eyes tell me. I can't see it anymore.
That's fair. That's fair. I am not. I'm going to stick to what I said. When I said all season long that the Lakers would make the playoffs because Utah would fall apart in the end, they wouldn't be able to get it done. I even said Utah would lose to Memphis.
You did.
I'm telling you right now, the Lakers are going to lose to the San Antonio Spurs in the first round. But it's going to go 7 games.
Oh, okay.
That's what I believe.
Oh.
It's going to go 7 games. It's one of those situations where everything that you pointed out, while entirely accurate, I don't believe this Lakers team, without Kobe, with D'Antoni coaching, can go and win on the road. That's my concern. Maybe they can steal one from San Antonio early. I know San Antonio can steal one from LA in LA. But when you talk about games 6 and 7, and you don't have home court advantage, I don't think these Lakers have it in themselves to go on the road in San Antonio and close it out when they need to. the Black Mamba's there, entirely different ball game. But without him, the Lakers don't have that. Dwight Howard will make a lot of those free throws at the Staples Center. But if you hack a Howard in San Antonio, I'm not sure about that. You look at some of these jump shots, whether it's Meeks, he can hit jump shots, and Antoine Jameson, they can hit jump shots. But some of the problems that you have, fluidity with your offense or making defensive stops, you're going to do that in San Antonio? No, not when it counts most. I could see either scenario where San Antonio loses one early in the series and then steals one in L.A., okay? They could do that, or both teams holding court on their home floor. But in the end, 48 minutes away with your postseason life on the line in San Antonio, I can't see the Lakers closing that deal. I'm picking San Antonio to win this series in 7 games.
7 games. I hope you are right. But Stephen A., I think my only hope is to win the road games. I don't know why. These Spurs are not very good on their home floor. They seem to play better away from San Antonio. I can't explain it, but like you said, if you're talking about holding court, the Spurs to win the series obviously need to win a game at Staples. What happened Sunday night at Staples? I think that was a big boost to LA's confidence because it was a tie game going into the fourth quarter. Lakers just took the game over from San Antonio in the fourth quarter. And I think they're going to be riding high coming into this on, what does it start on Sunday afternoon, I think it is?
I think Popovich is as slick as they come. And there's some tricks up his sleeve that we have not seen for this upcoming series.
Okay. They're going to have to hit their threes, and Ginobili's going to have to be healthier than I think he will be. If he is, I got a chance here. If he isn't, if he's gimpy, I got no shot.
Let me recap. Lakers in 6 says Skip Bayless. And Stephen A., you say Lakers lose in 7 because they can't play well. Win
in 7.
And because they can't play well on the road. Is that why? Lakers can't
Now,
play
I picked
well
the Spurs to win in 7. Yeah. I picked the Spurs in 7 games, yes.
All right, listen, Vegas odd makers, just so you know, and this is in favor of Skip, they say the Spurs are going to win. Third best chance odds.
Favor of me?
Yeah.
I mean, I hope they're right. Well, obviously, you're going off what was a couple of months ago.
Well, we'll see.
Not what is.
We will see. Coming up next,